Hey fam, you're listening to Becoming You, the podcast for adults figuring it out. Now let's get into it. I'm an adult. What am I supposed to do?
So I was reading about your journey via your lap to laptop series on Medium, and because I was trying to read about you. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just Google your name or something, just to have like an idea or check you out on LinkedIn. But fortunately for me, you started this series last year where you were like documenting your journey, how like transitioning has been from for you. And how you moved from food science to food engineering, and from that to front end to back end or full stack. Then you did a bit of data, and now you're in AI. And I'm like, bro, I have no ordinary guest on today's episode. We have like a Texas, not an ordinary Texas, a big girl Texas. How does it feel like to be a big girl in the tech world?
I just feel like will I consider myself a big girl in real sense because
You
we're
have
still
to.
we're still we're still aiming very, very high. But I feel maybe because of my past, because you've seen like the past I've told, I would not really say I'm a big girl in tech yet because I mean the world does not yet know me.
You're still like, do you know what? On the last episode of the pod, yeah, I was talking to the guests we have, like we had Adora, about how culturally we're not taught to blow our trumpets. It's like you want to blow it, but you're like, don't shout, don't shout. So we have to like
Yeah.
perform sometimes humility. And that's why Deborah will say something like, I'm not a big girl, I'm just take your flowers, my dear. The transition
Okay.
you've done already is not
It's a
small
lot.
girl's work.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And the funny thing is, when I started writing that series that I was like, are you serious? I've actually like gone down this path. Like, wow.
That's how I felt. Like, wow. Like, I remember calling my partner and I was like, I'm just reading this babe's journey and I'm like, wow. So after everything you're going to share today, what do you think you would want like people who are looking to self-learn and transition into tech? What do you want them to take out of this conversation, especially women?
Okay. So for any lady out there who's thinking, oh, is tech really for me? I just want you to know that tech is
Mm-hmm.
actually for you, and don't believe all those lie and like stereotypes. And also, it may not look easy at first, but with consistency and curiosity in tech, like you can do a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
So this episode is going to be a very interesting one, as you've heard. Welcome, my friends, to another episode of the pod where we talk about all things adulting, everything. And this year, I feel like I've been doing such a great job. I've been bringing like people to talk about real things and talk about their journeys. I feel like I've been enjoying the pod's journey so far and how the conversations have been going. And I'm so excited for this conversation as well because I need to learn a lot. You guys, I need to make money in tech. Don't say don't say I have the wrong motives, please. Don't say that. But yeah,
No, actually, like nobody. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need to have the passion or something. Seriously, if your passion is for the money, as long as you're going to get your money and you're going to put your heart to it, fine.
you see, every motive, the motive. So yeah, I have a very, very special guest on today's episode. Her name is Deborah. As previously mentioned, she's like a self-taught full stack developer. That's how they say it. An AI engineer. Debbie has done a lot of things. And one thing that really caught my attention when I was reading your Medium articles is when you wrote, you were just curious. You saw a code line and you got curious. You love solving problems, like technical problems. I kind of love calculations, like mathematics. And I'm like, who loves mathematics? Person must be a very, very interesting person that way. But yeah, Deborah, can you kindly like introduce yourself? Like, want to know a bit more about you. Who's Deborah?
Okay, so in as much as I want to introduce myself, you let me know where to stop so that I don't go into answering some of your questions. So I think I'll just be
All
very
right.
brief. This is my first time recording on a podcast. I've always been rehearsing for podcasts because I listen to podcasts very, very well.
Yay!
Very well. Yeah, so
Wow.
my name is Deborah Balogun. I'm an AI software
Yes.
developer. So I moved from being a food engineer because I did food engineering in my undergrad to being an AI software developer, and I'm
Mhm.
here to tell you how I navigated this journey. Sit with me.
Yay! And you're doing so well for a first time. You see, like, I told you, like, this thing, don't worry, we'll just be chatting and just be gisting. So you said, like, you mentioned that you're an AI engineer, AI software engineer. That's how you put it, right? So how would you explain this to a Nigerian auntie that does not understand the words you've decided to put together? What's like AI software engineer? What are you doing?
Okay, so I will start from the basics first before I get to like the complicated title. So
Okay.
I'm first a software engineer. Before I became a software engineer, I was a front
Okay.
end developer. Then I became full stack. That's the front end and back end. So full stack made me
Mm,
software engineer. Then AI. So I will just use Facebook for them. So
yeah, he's best.
Facebook is the best. I'll tell them, Auntie, when you open your Facebook app, what you see first is a front end. Front end is actually like what you can see on that Facebook app. So when you click on read more and you're able to get like more stories, it's kind of like the back end. This is a bit, it's not as easy to explain this using Facebook though. I had initially like thought of Google, but I'm thinking since all of them use Facebook. So also when you click on video, if you notice you click on a video to watch it and there is no internet, it doesn't work. So
Yeah.
because there is something that is needed to be fetched from somewhere. That video you're just seeing is just, well, I call it like a thumbnail. It's not the actual real video. So when you click on the video to play, so something fetches it and there's like an interaction. So it's the back end that returns that video actually. So I think that's what I'll just explain. What you see when you open your Facebook app, there is UI. It's just if nothing is moving, nothing is working there. Like you click on anything, it's not working. That's just a UI. Then when you click on something and there is like interaction, there is movement, that's the front end. Then the back end is what you cannot actually see. But it's the front end that interacts with the back end to make those things like you click on a video work and all of those things. So I don't know if this was able to help. Then the AI part is now, for example, how do I explain this to AI? I don't know how Facebook works, but let's see. For example, the AI part is, I think I can say there is the AI algorithm on Facebook that would try to be suggesting videos that probably you've liked before. So I think the
Uh-huh.
AI is what like helps to bring up like videos similar to that. So I can also use this AI part for Google. You know when you're typing something on Google Chrome and then it's like, oh, is this what you're talking about? Like gives you explanation without even you really doing much. It's like AI train. I don't know if my explanation would be
You
enough
guys,
for the
this is the kind
answer.
of episode we listen to with a book and a pen because you have to jot things down. Things are
It's
getting
not
pretty
that deep.
serious, but don't worry, don't worry. So I think I kind of understand like what like Facebook is in a way. That interaction between back and front end kind of sounds very familiar. And AI, do I still have like a very hard time understanding how AI works, how AI systems are built, understanding,
Mm,
what goes on. Like Faith is a UI UX designer. So sometimes when we're talking and she's talking about AI stuff, it stresses me out. Like I'm having a hard time catching up with AI. It stresses me out. But yeah, like you
yeah,
said, even now I think Google has like this AI search engine that makes like
yeah,
searching things very easy. When you type in Google, you just see this, you see it's like a prompt kind of thing that pops up
yeah,
and gives you like the information. The way it
yeah,
links you up to like different other like Google information.
yes.
So how are you doing? I like checking up on my guests before we go into like the
Okay.
full gist. How are you doing, really?
Okay, so I'm fine. Yeah, I would say I'm actually doing
Mm-hmm.
well. Yeah, I mean, today is February 1st. I reckon this is on the 1st of February.
It's
Yeah,
still
happy
January,
New
yeah, sharp.
Okay. Yeah, true though. But it's looking like all the energy we started with, oh, New Year, New Year, New Year. Like the buzz around is already like people are already toning it down and everything, but I'm just in a very like chilled, relaxed state, just doing things like one step at a time, trying to smash the goals that
I feel
we've.
like you always had this very chill energy. But like, yeah, did you also enter the year with this like new me energy, or you were just really like chill about it and you were not super hyped?
Yeah, so I think I saw something online and somebody was saying this is the year I am happy that I don't have to restart. So it's like this, it's a continuation. So it's the same for me. So I would say like I had started something like since last year. So I didn't enter the year with a lot
Mm,
of, but I'm just like, okay, let's just continue. Let's just continue. I'm not
mhm.
doing new year, new me, stuff like that. And no
No
way,
offense, then
no offense. That's the right word. No offense intended. If
yeah.
you are doing me,
Don't worry. No offense taken. Because I also started, I started this year with, I think, a bit of like new year, new me energy. Because I don't know, I was just, last year was a bit underwhelming for me, if I may say that. Like, a lot of great things happened, but I kind of like expected so much from the year. And I was like, okay, at some point, I didn't give up the year because I don't want to quit it like that. But I stopped like
mm,
fighting so hard. I was just going with the
mm,
vibe and going with the flow. And from like November last year, I started strategizing, how do I want like next year to go moving forward. Then the whole like being jobless, like I think I lost my job December. And that being said, I have a good news. I lost my job in December. So, that whole thing just really made me feel so stressed out. And I was like, next year I have to do more. I have to put
mm,
myself out there. And career wise as well, last year I felt lost. I don't know how to put it. It was like I wasn't here or there. And, it was December that I made the final decision to pivot into project management. So I would say that I
uh,
started with that energy. And let me just go into talking about how I am really. This past week, because I mean, it's Sunday already, new week. Happy New Month, guys! Happy New Month. I hope like this month of February is filled with so much love. And we just enjoy the great things that the month has to offer. Okay, so when I moved, what was I saying? Kind of lost my train of thought. Last week, yeah, I don't know. I was just so stressed. I felt so stressed because it felt like I'd been doing a whole lot, putting out content, recording videos, editing videos, and I decided to now start being dramatic with my videos. So I was not even editing normal videos. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, I was so stressed last week. I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like recording. I don't feel like I think I just posted one video last week. My enemies are not laughing at me right now because it's
uh,
like, okay, is your new year, new energy already wearing off? But as a parent said, well, if anybody that wants to laugh should laugh more because it's really not
yeah.
like it's not easy to just keep going. Advice to just have like days where I take like time off work and just think about other things. But I think I was just having this very underwhelming week. Then on Thursday, was it Thursday? It was on Thursday, yes, on Wednesday, I got a notification of a job that was posted, like project manager needed, da 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 da. Then I was like, let me just apply for it. And I applied for it, and immediately the guy texted back, "You want to jump on a quick call?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh,
And I scheduled the call for that same day. But the person was like unable to meet up for the call. They was like, let's do it the next day. And the next day we had the call and it was a really great call. And in the afternoon, he just texted me like, bro, I'd like to work with you. Like, when would you be available to start? And I was like, that was like the peak of my week last week, bro. I was like, wow.
congratulations, congratulations.
I have like people to manage, and I'm like, wow, I'm still learning, I'm still pivoting. I have to do this while I'm doing it. So I feel like it felt really great for me, and I feel really good. And I'm like, next week when I'm dropping my content video, I'm like, guess what? I have a testimony, guys. I have a testimony, so you get to hear it first. But yeah,
I feel so honored.
yeah, that's the variety week. So there was a
Congratulations.
chill. Thank you. Thank you. So I want to do some like this and that question before we move into today's conversation, just to help you relax a little bit and help you just feel at home. You need to feel at home. So the first one is you're a full stack developer, you've done front end, you've done back end. So front end or back end, which do you prefer?
Why are you doing this? But then I think now currently I prefer back end. I prefer back end compared to front end.
Why? I'm curious.
I,
Is it because you don't have to like deal with all these designs and ensuring that the interface is
yeah,
properly placed? The
yeah. And the funny thing, I used to enjoy those things though. I used to enjoy them. Just like one or two people I interacted with in like the early stage of my career, and they also
Mhm.
shared the same sentiments. They were like, "Oh, back end ending them," and I'm like, "What you guys think back end?" But now, if I have to do anything that requires me writing design, like, what in the world? So like, I prefer back end.
Sounds less
Yeah.
stressful, but everything to me, anything coding just sounds like hard math. It sounds like something harder than further math. Like I'm not even. But
No,
yeah.
I'll convince
So I know
you.
the answer to this. You will, but I can't wait to be convinced. I know the answer to this next question, but I'll still ask you anyway. So, do you prefer working late nights? Would you rather work late into the night or early mornings? Which one?
Okay, if you say listen to the night can still be early morning if you look at it that way.
But no, I feel like it's different though. Like, let me use myself as an example. Like, I'm not the ninth person at all. Like, I sleep off 8 o'clock. I'm already like in bed, and I wake up around let's say 11, 12. But that's like early morning categorically, and I'll just be awake from then. So if I were to answer this question, I'll be like I prefer early mornings than late nights. I'm not the kind of person to work like from let's say like 10
Yeah.
p.m. to 12, 11, 1. Yeah. So I think so which is yours? I think yours
Yeah,
is late nights, right? From what you explained.
I understand. I actually understand what you're saying, but I was just like trying to play around. Literally, I stay up till 1, 2 a.m. before I go to bed. So I would say
Hmm.
it's just like, let's say recently, or when I have like very pressing deliverables. But lately, even without
Mm-hmm.
pressing deliverables, I don't know, maybe it's the season this year. I'll have to be sleeping 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I
Yeah.
don't know, but it's been consistent like since the year started. So, and I've been
I've been
enjoying it
trying to
because
like
of
fix my
the quietness
mm-hmm.
around this time.
Yeah, I've been trying to fix my sleeping schedule as well because I feel like it's nice when you work late into the night. It puts less like pressure on you. For instance, you want to meet like a deadline. When you're working around like 10 to let's say 1 a.m., you feel calm. Like it still feels like you're in
Mm.
the previous day. But when you're working like around like 3 to 5 a.m., it's like you're already in a new day. Like you need to.
Yeah,
There's this kind of pressure that I've been trying to
yeah.
fix my sleeping schedule, but it hasn't been working out. So I'll keep trying. So the next one is early morning stand or let's jump on a quick call. You guys hate to hear that word. Can we jump on a quick call?
Yeah, structured stand up any day, anytime. Like, quick call, what do we want to talk about? Can you chat? Where you wrote, let's jump on the quick call. Can you just tell me, like, just tell me what you want to say? So, yeah, structured stand up any day.
Do you think working remotely has made all of us hate like human interaction or interactions? It's like you already work remotely, you don't get to see people. So you don't even want to talk. You don't even want to like one of the things that I feel like that gives me anxiety is just the calls, the meetings. Like, oh, when it's time for a stand up and everything, you just take a
Yeah.
deep breath, like, oh God, we have to do this again.
That's why I actually said structured. Structured, do like, okay, I have to do this. And funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
the team I work with, they try to infuse hurdles or stuff like that to just ease any tension going on. So it's more like after you give your updates and everything, maybe there's like a little game we play. Sometimes I actually look forward to it. Sometimes I'm not having it. I'm just like, is that just what we came here to do? Let's go.
Yeah, it all depends on your mood as well. Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, I want to talk to my team members. Other times you're like, I just want to
Yeah.
work. I just want to work in so tech Twitter or LinkedIn or tech LinkedIn. Where would you rather network?
Check LinkedIn now. I can go months without opening it now because I don't know. Twitter is what gives me anxiety lately. I would even say I can scroll on LinkedIn like a regular thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Twitter, not anymore. I feel like the energy on Twitter lately, it's now more abusive.
So I'm very, very pleased with the current like response you're giving me. I'm smiling in satisfaction. I'm very happy. I'm very happy because one, I deleted my Twitter account last year. It was one of my New Year, New Me strategies. And it's because I find myself really scared of Twitter. Like, I'm so scared to type. I'm so scared to talk. I'm so scared to post. I'm so scared to do everything because I'm always thinking of the day I will be dragged. And I told my
What?
boyfriend, I was like, this is not a healthy relationship to have with like an application, with a social media platform. It's not nice when you
Yeah,
have like
at
so
all.
much anxiety using it, interacting. Like you feel like I love to like talk. So it feels like something is holding my voice. When you want to talk and you're
Yeah.
like, if they drag you. If like when I left Twitter, but I had like a conversation with someone in finance earlier this year. And he was like, oh, there are a lot of opportunities on Twitter. Then reading your post too and seeing you got opportunities from Twitter, I was like, should I go back to Twitter and start talking about my pivoting journey too on Twitter? And hopefully I'll find more people in that space. But you hearing how like you just okay, but I think I'll just focus my energy on LinkedIn and try to start talking about project management too on Threads. I'm not going back there. I have a reason not to go back now.
Oh no, I'm now feeling bad. What if Twitter was actually like supposed to be the place?
God will take me back there. It has to be there.
Okay.
God will take me back. It's like because I'm addicted to it, or I was really addicted to Twitter. I downloaded it back this year. I created that account sort of. But after a week of scrolling, I remembered why I deleted it and I deleted it again. Because it felt like I was always angry. I make like when I scroll through
Yeah.
on Twitter, like trolling, I see somebody saying something. I even see tragic news. And it's just like, why are all these things happening? I was just really
Like,
getting furious. And yeah, I just deleted it
and
again.
you end up like when you're done, you're stressed. You didn't really do anything, but you're stressed.
I know with Twitter you're reading stuff, so your brain is doing a lot of calculation. You read some things and you're like, how? Like
Like
how?
some people's
So yeah.
responses, you're like, you see some people's responses, and you're like, why did you have to do this? But it's a lot. Some people are just trolling, but I just feel like you don't have to troll like this.
What do you do for leisure? Watching movies, or would you rather watch a movie or sleep?
I don't know. I think it was mid last year. I just woke up and canceled
Mm-hmm.
my Netflix subscription. Canceled all like my.
What is going on? I'm very,
Why
very,
did you?
very, very, very interested. Why? What happened?
Your reaction. Your reaction.
Is there something Black Mirror-ish going on? Is there something going on in tech world that we should be aware of? Why
No,
did you
no,
cancel
no,
those subscriptions?
no, no, no. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I just canceled it. I canceled it. I canceled all the other um movie streaming platforms subscriptions I had. And then I just started doing YouTube vlogs. I just watch YouTube vlogs.
Oh,
But would I say movie or sleep? I would pick sleep over movie as it stands now.
obviously. Although sometimes you run out of options with Netflix, you're like there are just a lot of things that do not really have
Yeah.
as much substance. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I as a part of my new year, new me strategy, I have like a goal for the pod, which is to reach 1K subscribers before the end of this year. I don't know how God is going to do it, but I have seen him do wonders, and I know it's good. This one is not like it's very small for him to do. Actually, he's going to fix it. We started the year with I think 288 subscribers, and currently we're on 301 or two. I can't remember now. So please, if you're
Wow.
listening, kindly click on the subscribe button, like, share, and just ensure that and engage as well. I want to see your comments.
Yeah.
So I want to take us back a bit. When you're introducing yourself, you spoke about being an introvert and just being very introverted. I can attest to that. I mean, we stayed in the same room for a whole year and we barely had conversations. And God now blessed you with a bunk mate that had like similar nature as you. Like you guys had similar interests. It was just like you guys against the world. You guys were in your own world, bro.
I
So you got into OU to study food science. Did you choose that course of study? Is this something you really wanted to do from the onset, or were you given?
I I was given. And I was given, but
What?
it wasn't a good type of giving. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like
What do you
God
mean?
just had a way of like rerouting me. So
Yeah.
I did pre-degree and I
Mm-hmm.
put in for dentistry. Dentistry was
What
I
in
think
the world? I wouldn't have imagined that you wanted to do dentistry. What? Dentistry to food?
African period because I while in secondary school I wanted to study chemical engineering. I was in technical drawing class
Yeah.
because I didn't go to agric. Neither did
Oh,
I do,
for you as well.
yeah, home economics. But my dad was, oh, medical, medical. I was like, okay, no problem. And I'm somebody that, okay, whatever my hand finds to do, even if I probably may not like it, let's just do it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So then I think dentistry was 77 or 77.5. I can't really remember because and I had 76.5. So the
Guys,
different, yeah.
so close.
So the difference was so close.
So.
And
Mm-hmm.
when I saw that I was giving food science cutoff mark was, I think it was either 60 or 65. I was pained. I cried very well. The reason why I cried was not because I was giving food science. It was because my 10 plus marks just wasted.
Yeah. Yeah. Must have been a very
Yeah.
painful experience because you were so close. Did you change departments at the time?
Okay. No, so in OAU, the Food Science and
Mm-hmm.
Technology department is a department in Faculty of Tech, but within Food Science and Technology department. So when you get your degree, so you're either getting BSc Food
Mm-hmm.
Science, a BSc Food Science degree, or a BSc Food Engineering degree. So
Oh,
um,
okay.
so when I found out that um it was food science. Then I now later found out that it was the faculty of tech. So I was like, okay. So my math is still intact. Like
Okay.
I still get to do my math. But I was now told that okay, there's a lot of microbiology in food science. And I hate reading
Mm-hmm.
voluminous books. I hate reading like anything
Yeah.
that would stress my brain. I just want to know concepts. I just want to know formula for this. You can use this formula to solve 1,000 questions. That's just what I need. I don't want something that I'll have to be cramming on. So and then I heard
Mm-hmm.
okay, if you pivot to food engineering, you can continue like doing mathematics and then there's technical drawing. Like you don't have to stress about a lot of like food science stuff. You don't have to stress about microbiology stuff like a lot.
Okay, so you mentioned your love for mathematics, and if you want to embarrass me now, just ask me and do something that is math related and watch me flop and fuck up. I hate maths. Like I hate is a strong word, and I'm going to use it. Where does your love for mathematics and technical problem solving come from? Is it like from your parents?
My dad is an accountant.
Okay, my mom is one too. My mom is good with numbers, but she didn't pass it down to me.
I don't know. Okay, okay, okay. But I I feel like that's where because we could we could stay on like calculations together. They got
Mm,
toys that would be stuff like that. I had lesson teachers that were good with math, so it's more like you're given an assignment. Maybe English assignment is just do this number of pages, maybe 2 pages, but my math could be 1,000 questions, solve 1,000 questions for an
mm,
assignment. So it's more like all of these things actually contributed to it. So I think it was last year I was speaking with my home lesson teacher that prepared me for WAEC, and he was
mm.
reminding me of how in his word, he was like, he usually see mathematics. So he actually contributed to it as well. So I think most of the people that were present in my life were actually responsible
Maths
for that.
genius.
When I say math genius,
Yeah.
like they they focused. I would have probably failed English in YA. Thank God my dad also helped me because I think he started noticing that. I think he
Mm-hmm.
started noticing that. Okay, it's like, are you reading? And then he comes and he's easily solving like every time. What of your English? And then he's like, okay, I think you need to start writing essays.
So I have to like fix myself now, or well, my partner is into maths because I need my children to know maths. Like that's what the money is. So I need to change some things about me so that they don't learn bad behavior from their mom.
I want to clear the myth that
Yeah.
you have to know math to become a programmer or a software developer?
Okay, you should clear that.
Yeah, it's not a criteria. So as long as you have problem solving skills, though there are some aspects in tech that will probably
Mm-hmm.
require like a lot of technical. So why people usually say math, you have to, it's because of when you are like dealing with mathematical problems, your problem solving skills are being sharpened. So, but what you need mostly for like the tech world is a problem solving skill. So I think that's like the misconceptions that exist though. So, but you don't have to know math per se. You just have to want to solve problems. Yeah.
Yeah. I work with boring numbers and boring codes. Yeah.
No, you don't have.
Okay.
You may not even have to deal with numbers. Like you may not even have to deal with numbers. And codes are not boring. Why?
They are not actually, it's a misconception as well that you have to clear up now. So in 2020, I think it was 2020 or 2019, I'm not sure now, that you said you saw a line of code on someone's laptop and you were curious about it to know how they were able to write that, how they came about that, and that curiosity drove you to to your self learning path, where you started like watching videos and you registered for courses as well, and you started your like journey into being a developer. That same
Yeah.
2020, do you know what I went to do? I say this all the time. I went to register at a school for hairdressing school, really. Looking back, I'm like, why was that the decision that I made at the time? What was my plan for my life? Because I haven't like I don't know. The skill has saved me once anyways, but yeah, that's that. And so what was it like making that decision? At the time when you saw the code, did you know that you were going to become a developer, or you were just doing it for fun?
So first of all, I
All
feel
right,
like
tell
you
me.
didn't waste your time going to learn that. Everybody's journey is different. So I feel like it was,
No, I'm not using it. That's the problem. The problem is I'm not using it. It's like I
but
don't
you
see myself using it. So I'm like, why did I not learn something that I would be using now?
but you mentioned that it saved you once. That once you used it and
And
it saved you.
hell with me once.
So it
Oh
has
well.
achieved its purpose. So okay.
True.
So what caught my attention wasn't just the line of code. It was you said code is boring. I saw beauty in it. I saw beauty in the way it was arranged. What it I think it's a Nigerian or
This
African
is
proverb, or one man's meat is another man's poison. You know
really,
that, yeah.
honestly.
So that's what I saw. And then I've been seeing these things online. So for me to see it physically, I was like, it caught my attention. So it was a friend of mine that gave me a course, and his name is Emmanuel. I will continue to mention Emmanuel's name
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, we were both in food science together. We were both in food
Mm-hmm.
science together, yeah. But he has already started his journey way ahead. So he gave me a course. He could have actually given me that course for free. He told
Mm-hmm.
me to pay for it so that I can be serious with it. But then there was no like lockdown yet. We were supposed to resume back to school after our 6 months, I think. So I just got it and left it. But they told us not to come back to school. And I don't like being idle. I can get frustrated
Mm-hmm.
not doing anything. So I was like, okay, let me check this thing out. I never, funny enough, there was, or maybe it wasn't really in my face. The tech buzz now wasn't really there then, or maybe I didn't notice. So I wasn't
You
under
didn't
any
notice
pressure.
it really started. Or it started late 2020, actually. Late 2020,
Yeah,
2021.
yes, yes. So, but this was still like early mid 2020. So it made me I was very
Mm-hmm.
relaxed. So I wasn't like, oh, I'm doing this because of money. I didn't even really know anything. So it was just like a hobby, like something new. Let me just learn something new. I now started seeing free courses online, camps here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like I knew where I was headed. I didn't know where I was headed. I didn't know if this was going to be like a career path for me. I just did it. So this like I think that just highlighted my curiosity, like my sense of what's the sense of curiosity. That's how I've gotten
Mm-hmm.
to this AI software engineering position I'm in because of how like I can be very curious. So do they say curiosity? curiosity kills the cat. But I feel like there's
Curiosity.
something I yeah. So, but I feel like there's this mantra that I have come to understand, and it's ditch passion, follow curiosity. Some people can just stay stuck in one place because it's my passion, but you're not
Mm.
really headed anywhere. But you see,
Hmm.
because I tried out different things, and thankfully, I feel like because I wasn't under pressure. So I tried out mobile development. During that time I started, I tried out mobile development, but I had like an issue with the laptop RAM I was using. So I would stay because mobile development needed like a lot of it needs like a high speed laptop. And the laptop I had then was one cute Dell laptop, girly laptop, but it was just for watching movies and
Yeah.
um Microsoft Word and the rest. It wasn't built for that. But I would stay awake. I still tried. I would stay awake and trying to download something. It would get to 99% and crash. So I tried this for like I think a week or 2 weeks, and then I was like, nah, let me just go back to the HTML CSS I was doing in the beginning. That was the course I got from my friend. The moral development was from I think it was Andela. Some developers from Andela that tried to bring up something like that for um peeps to just learn, and it was free. So I was like, I was going to milk every free opportunity. So I just tried.
Yeah.
I was just trying out different things. I started connecting with people on Instagram. It was even on Instagram I was connecting with female developers because I noticed that there were not like a lot. There were not like a lot
Yeah.
of female developers. So, well, I could pick out like some of them, and they were very very helpful. Some were not in Nigeria. Some were in Nigeria. Like they were very helpful, like encouraging as well. I would DM them, and then they were very helpful. So I would not say, and I would not say I actually knew where I was going. I did not know where I was going. I was just going with the flow and just trying out.
I like that you said that you tried out like different things, and that is to just show us that it's not like you got it right at once and we're just going on the
Yeah.
streets like linear like line. Or let me ask you, do you think the progression has been linear? And what has been like the hardest part for you, finding your path and just building a career as a software developer?
Okay, so I would say that my journey hasn't been linear. It actually hasn't been linear
Mm-hmm.
because I mean you said you saw my write-ups and you saw well how I was trying out different things. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like even up until I think it was last year that I still did something last year, like with a school in Ireland. It was competing in data science. It's not been linear. It's not like I know that this is what I'm supposed to do, and then I just focus, and that's like what has been happening. So it's just okay, one step at a time. I'm an intern. Okay, I see that there is this stuff going on, or there is something new in the tech space. Okay, am I interested in this thing? I try it out. Can I find somebody who can be a guide to me? Okay, if I do, then I start relating with the person, start learning. So another thing that I would say help is I got to the point that I was not would I call I was not beating myself up because imposter syndrome is very real in this tech space. It's very real. Like you feel like you don't deserve where you are, or you're just like I'll wake up one day and maybe they'll just post my picture online and say that this girl doesn't know what she's doing or something, and it's actually a lie. Like
Yeah.
yeah, so and one of the reasons we have all of these things is because we're comparing ourselves with something else. If not, if we're actually just looking at our own journey, we would not see something
Mm-hmm.
else that but what I converted that to was motivation instead of competition or like beating myself up. So if I see somebody who is doing better than me, even a colleague, I'll ask, how did you do this thing? Like, this can you teach me? I don't,
Yes.
there's something that I've also helped me in this my journey, and it's the fact that I don't want to say I'm shameless in learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can stoop not so low that you have to make me feel like a non-entity or something.
Less.
Yeah, but I can stoop low to learn. So, and this thing has been since like uni days. So I think that's what has like helped me so far. Like there was a point in my tech journey, I didn't write this in that stuff. So this was still in my early days. I reached out to
It's
a
premium, guys. Premium.
I reached out to a senior developer and I needed
Mm-hmm.
help for something. And what he told me was that my mates are in Lagos Island selling markets. Me, I say I want to learn tech.
I don't understand. I think you've told me this thing before. And like I do not wrap my head around it. Like in this time and age, why would someone make such a statement?
Yeah. So
Are you serious?
that day, I think it was raining or it was drizzling. I left my laptop. I can't remember. I
Mm-hmm.
think I left my laptop and started walking in the rain. I was just taking a walk. I
Are you
didn't know where I was
serious?
going. But there is this thing Ibuko Awosika usually say. She says, I'm sorry guys.
Mhm.
She used to be the former chairman of First Bank or something. So she
No,
says
I think
that
everyone knows it.
okay, okay. Okay, so she says something like, do you know how to shut haters up or somebody
Mm.
who feels you're nothing? Success is what you use to shut them up. So yeah, so that made me more driven, and it got to a point that me and this person had to work on something together, and
Can you
my
imagine?
idea my my idea was what was like picked over his. I'm not saying that was that was I don't want to say I felt fulfilled, but in reality I felt fulfilled. I felt fulfilled. But so I just feel like just own your journey. Like own your journey, and
Yeah.
if yeah, like ask for help. Community is very important even in this tech journey. Like so also during that period that I was learning, I joined communities. I joined Women Who Code Lagos. I joined She Code Africa. So all of these communities, I don't know if Women Who Code Lagos still, if they are still running, but She Code Africa is still very much like existent. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and they have free mentorship boot camps. They have free mentorship cohorts. They have free boot camps. So, but you just have to try because a lot of people usually apply for those stuff now because now tech is already in a lot of people's face. So, and also there's YouTube, there is W3 schools. That was one of the things that helped me when I was sites that helped me, sorry. W3 schools, like they break things down for
Mm-hmm.
like it's looking like you're just learning like as a child. So W3 schools was helpful. Also Udemy, like if you can afford getting beginner courses on Udemy, it is very helpful. Like you can just check for the ones that have like more reviews or like rate more stars like in the ratings. It can also help in like starting out the journey. I don't know if I've gone past the question you asked me, but
You've answered a lot of questions, but now I'm like, do I have any questions? There's this misconception that people have about like transitioning into tech, where you're like, I have to pay for that course that is $700. I have to like
mm,
buy that course that is $500. Like you have to spend a lot of money. Like how easy do you think it is to find free resources out there?
there are different roles in tech. So some require certifications,
Mm-hmm.
but I would say that's like probably when you want to maybe because I think like mostly like cyber security and some of those ones require like a lot of certifications, but there are some that you can easily like do free stuff, free courses, I mean
Mm-hmm.
field projects, and that's what you can use to
Mm-hmm.
land interviews and a job. You don't have to break the bank. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
YouTube can actually like be very very helpful. There are like a lot of tutorials, a lot of learning videos there, that and then you can also like search on Google for if you are maybe experiencing like issues. ChatGPT, please, you guys don't underestimate don't underestimate the work ChatGPT can actually even teach you how to code. But I will not say you should go there, because even people that are experienced though still have to be correcting ChatGPT. Like, this is what I said you should do. Stop doing this, and then it goes back. Oh, sorry, this is what you said. Like, I mean, it's a robot,
I
so
mean,
it's yeah.
yeah.
So, but I mean, if you're experiencing a bug, ChatGPT is there as well. Community is helpful. Community is very helpful. People can come there and share, and this is what I'm using to learn at this moment.
I was asking a question about you experiencing women in the field and how, you mentioned that it was hard coming across, women that could serve as your mentor or just women that were already in the field because probably at the time we had like less women exploring that field. But the ones you were able to find, were they really like nice? Were they forthcoming? Were they willing to help you? Were they willing to just show you the ropes? And did you just enter their DMs? What kind of messages did you send? So what's it's like experiencing women in that field?
Okay, so I would say the ones I met, they were very open. They were very open to guiding me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they would I say normally what the notion people have, or I mean about ladies, is, or they tend to gatekeep and everything. But from what I experienced, they were very open to guiding me. They were, oh, if you have an issue, can let me know. This is what you do. So the kind of messages I send, they're just okay. I introduce myself, and then I just add what I've been doing, so you can check, like, I did this when I started. So I'll be like, I built this static website. You can check it out here. So it's just like I'm giving you all the information. Yeah, so all the information that you need to
Mm-hmm.
know about me. So I'm not just entering your DM to say, hi, my name is this. I'm learning how to do this. And then okay, I just like that. Most of these people, they're very, very busy. Like, so if they see,
Yeah.
yeah, if they
Mm-hmm.
see that you actually are doing something, they want to help, so that you are not like a burden. You don't. People have people have things they are doing, so you don't just go into their DM expecting. There are free resources online that you can learn. So why you coming into their DM to want them to teach you? But what you can just do is, what you need is guidance. Oh, okay, am I on the right path?
Yes.
This is what I'm doing currently. What do you think I can do to get better? What do you think I can do to get, like, to land an internship? So most of them will tell me, okay, you're doing well, or like, you may not be able to land like a paid internship for now. Just try volunteering here and there, just to build your CV, to build your portfolio before, like,
Mm-hmm.
that big job or the main job will come around. So how
Yeah.
to direct me, yeah.
When you like compare the presence of women when you joined the space and now, do you think you already have like more women in the tech world, especially in the very technical part of tech world like coding? Do you think we have more women now, or would you say like yes, there's been a change but not so much? How would you describe it?
Okay, so from what I can see, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
in the engineering sector, it's not as I feel like the difference is not that much. I think I was trying to check on the percentage increase in the past 4 years
Mm-hmm.
or so, but it was almost okay. Honestly, it's actually increased. More ladies are going into the non-technical roles more than, but actually now,
Yeah.
yeah, actually now, I still see, I'm very much happy. Or maybe because of the algorithm, I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing like ladies in the AI, like, engineering world. I go on LinkedIn, so it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, or maybe more people are coming out. I think the thing is, more people are coming out now. More ladies are coming out now to share their journey, and, like, compared to before. But I feel like ladies are still going to the
They're still
non-technical.
the best.
Yes,
Mm.
yeah, you can be on it.
I mean, for like, let me tell you, sir. Okay, sir. I want to say like how we make our decisions. Let me just like give you a rundown on what it looks like. You want to pivot into tech as a lady, and the first thing is, more tech is hard. Oh. Where can I? Which one can I go into that will not stress
Yes,
me at all?
me, yeah,
First
true.
you cancel engineering. Next,
Yeah.
you cancel anything that has to do with coding. Next,
Yeah.
you cancel data. Then you're like, okay, what do I have left? Products.
Yeah.
You're like,
Project and
I'm so good
product.
with, I know how to relate with
There's
people.
some people you are
Like when we
UX.
have more women in those spaces, UI, UX, exactly. Because you're like, I have an eye for design and stuff. So, what do you think are the main, as a woman that is already like in that space, what are the misconceptions you think we have about the space? I think you've mentioned one, and that is like, it's not maths, it's not like number, you just have to be a problem solver. Do you
Yeah.
think there are other misconceptions that you think, ladies have?
One major thing that usually affects people and ladies especially, like,
Mm-hmm.
if you notice, guys don't mind starting stuff and failing. I don't know, maybe because of we're emotional beings. That's
Mm.
why. So,
Social condition, if you ask me.
yeah, true though. True. Yeah, that's also like that also contributes, but it's just the fear of the unknown. But I just feel like the
Mm.
stereotypes mostly are just it's hard. It's hard. Like you they don't understand. It's jargons. Like this looks like jargons. How you understanding this thing?
It's
No,
boring.
yeah. I feel like for everything you're learning newly, it's usually foreign to you until you learn and understand it.
Yes.
So that's just the way this
Mm-hmm.
also is. Is And to be very honest, it's actually very interesting. No, just try. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's better to try and fail than to never try at all.
That,
So, like my examples that I gave about trying different things, yeah, like I feel like it's fear. Fear of the unknown can actually like trap people, or I would say mostly ladies. They're just like, I don't think I can do this.
yeah.
My head cannot carry this. And I'm like, ladies, we know how to juggle.
You already know us.
We know how to juggle a lot.
Like,
So,
and the thing is that, do you understand? But somehow we've just been made to like we've been conditioned to think like some things are just above us. Like
yeah,
it's not something you can just do naturally. You need a supernatural power to do it. And men are like more logical. We need to start rewriting those things honestly. Because what do you
yeah,
mean your head cannot carry it? But I
yeah.
say it as well.
No, so I feel like I'm trying
Yeah.
to change you. My plan is at the end of this call, you should be thinking, should I try this thing?
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, so I feel
You're
like,
doing a great job.
yeah, I feel like aside the fact that
Mm-hmm.
people say it's hard, you don't know if something is hard if you've not tried it. You don't have the right to say something is hard if you've not tried it. If you tried it and okay, it's actually hard for you, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then it's fine. But don't allow people project to you.
As a woman too in a male dominated field, do you find yourself doing twice as much? You think you find yourself working extra hours just to show that you're worthy of like the slot you're given, or you're already just comfortable in your space? What does that look like for you?
Okay. Initially, when I felt when I started, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel
Okay.
there was okay. I needed to prove, and I think right from the jump, we usually like spaces where um men men are more than women.
Women.
Yeah. So, but I didn't really feel that until I had that encounter with that person that told me to
Yeah.
go and do that stuff. So I was like, okay, so is there something like this exists? Yeah, but to an extent, there's that knowledge that okay, I need to actually show that I'm a woman and I can do something. So I'm not
Yes.
just yeah. So, but what I had to work on was that that's not a healthy place to do stuff from.
Yes.
Yeah, so initially you feel that way. You feel that way to be seen, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like work environments also help.
For anyone going into tech right now, what is that one skill you feel like we should hone to stand out and to just like go through the space, like just to have an edge?
Can I say one? Can I mention two? I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
two
oh
are
yeah.
no three.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just say problem solving skills. Problem
Mm-hmm.
solving skills. Number two, grit, because it will test you. It will test you. There are so many days that
Mm-hmm.
you want to give up, but at that
Mm-hmm.
moment you feel like giving up. Just take a walk. Sha. do something that would make you feel relaxed. When you come back, you'd have
Mm-hmm.
gotten yourself. Then the last one is curiosity. Like curiosity is
Stay
very,
curious.
yeah,
Yeah.
stay curious. Stay curious so that, because there are new things that coming up in tech, so that you are not,
Yeah.
would I say, you're not like,
Left
would I
out.
say, yeah, you're not left out. So just stay curious. But in as much as you're trying to stay curious, balance things out. So you're not hoping just from year to year. So like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so master where you're doing very well. And I feel like the sky is just,
You'll be good to go.
yeah,
Yeah, actually. And do you think it's ever too late for people to start?
no,
Do you think the tech
no.
space is too saturated? Everybody's in tech, so it's already too late. And since you missed the 2020, 2021 train, it's already late. You should just look for something else or look for a different sector or field.
Okay, so I think I tried thinking about that earlier yesterday, and well, I said, if it's actually saturated, why are there still job opportunities? Why are people still
Mm,
hiring? So now
mm,
what people are looking for are people that actually know their onion, like know
yeah,
it very well. So what makes you stand out is what will sift you from the crowd. I
yeah,
feel I feel like there is no age limit, because I've heard and I've read like stories of people that, oh, they got their first engineering job at like 40 something, 50 something. Yeah,
that
yeah,
is that.
yeah. So there is no age limit. This is something that you can do from the comfort of your home to learn. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like COVID period just made life much more easier. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, so I feel
Yeah.
like there's no age limit. You can start whenever you want to start. Just start.
Just that. Just that. I like it. And we're going to like be ending our conversation on that note. You guys, just start. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving excuses. The courses are too expensive. Oh, where do I start from? Oh, I don't know how to get into tech. Oh, how do I find a community? Like, yeah, we've had a very great conversation. How do you have like any final words on the pod, that like any final words you want to say on the pod or you like to say on the pod before we call it like an episode?
Okay, so I think I'll just say what I mentioned earlier: ditch
Mm-hmm.
passion and follow curiosity.
Curiosity. Oshe Deborah 2020.
And also, like, there was something a friend told me that has stuck with me. She said, "You miss 100% of the opportunity you don't take."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said it's better you try and fail than to not try at all. So
No try at all.
please, ladies, tech is also for you. Please, like, it's not hard. Everything is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Once you learn the ropes, it becomes easy.
You guys just try. And in case there's anybody listening to this right now and they're trying to find like mentors as well in the space, you think they can reach out to you on Instagram?
My Instagram account is Debbie. Yeah, so
Debbie
yeah,
as in DEBB.
BB, no, DEBBY dot codes,
Okay.
CODES. And then I'm on LinkedIn, Deborah Balogun. So I feel like these
Okay.
are like the two places.
And she's on Medium as well as
Yeah, Deborah Balogun 07. So yeah, just check for Deborah Balogun and then you can see
yeah.
my articles. I share technical articles as well. And then you can read on my journey if what I said here is not enough to be an encouragement.
AI is the future. So, Deborah, from everything you've said so far, and how you've been able to learn the ropes and all, would you say you figure things out in the engineering space?
I'm still figuring it out. Like you can't learn enough.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And funny thing is, yes, this conversation has changed my mindset to an extent, and now I feel like I should start reading articles on AI, especially because, like, as someone who is like going into that space,
Okay, just
thank
try.
you.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed my time. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Yeah, sorry that we stole your night away from you. I hope you're
You know,
able to
it's
get some
fine.
sleep. And
I
all right,
know.
thank you so much. And bye
Alright.
bye.